Okay, so once I can see, I'll show you the course content. Okay, this is our regular course content. Okay, so we have done till reversal. Vanessa?
Able to see the this one. Hello?
Okay, you see my hello?
Yeah, I'm not able to see the. Yeah, now I can see.
Okay. So we have done till reversal, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So then we'll start the GL outgoing and incoming payment. This is basic because till this we must do.
Okay.
How open item works, because this open item process again will require to understand in the account receivable. Okay. So after this, then I'll start the account receivable. Okay.
Okay.
And so customer creation, payment, terms of payment, dunning, so memo, down payment, so all
Yeah.
these things we can do in the conversation. Because
Okay.
without understanding, okay, in between actually other two important topics are there. That is how to calculate interest for the bank deposit and bank loan and foreign currency transaction and revaluation.
Hmm.
Okay, but we can do it later as okay.
See tomorrow or
So
something. Yeah.
tomorrow, yeah, okay.
Because
Then
on
I will
Monday, I think they're going to teach me on cash management, which is again
okay.
banks, I think, isn't it? Cash and anything.
Yeah, cash management is again different module actually.
Yeah, actually, they have all the
That is
modules. I don't
yeah
know
that
how they are doing it, but then they have got all
yeah
the
that
modules.
that is yeah that is something common. That is there's nothing the so every company so they will have all the modules. So definitely so you will be supporting whatever the module they have as a FI. Even that doesn't come. So you have to work on the FACM. You have to work on the uh,
Yeah, they have that.
project systems.
Yeah.
So everything you need to have a overview, have to work. That's standard process in every company.
Okay.
So let's start the open item management. What is open item? First, item which are open to clear. Item which are open to clear are called open item. Item which are open to clear are called open item. I'll give you an example. Okay, let's say in our regular entry for expenses is salary account debited to bank account. Okay, so we debit the salary account, we create the bank account. But if you have a provisions, okay, if you have a provisions, then how it will work? First, I'll debit the salary account and to provision for
Provision.
salary accounts. Then after that,
To bank.
when actual payment happens, okay,
Provisions to bank.
then your provision for salary account get debited to bank account. So here, what happened? Provision for salary account, first it is getting a credit, then it's getting a debit. First credit, then a debit. So when I'm posting the first entry, okay, in F-02, this entry is posted in F-02. The provision for salary account show as a open item. That is a red circle mark. That tells that the system has tells us that payment is
Due to
due.
pay. Yeah.
It is due to pay. Still, we have not made the payment. When we make the payment, then it will be in green circle. That means it is cleared. The payment is, there is no due in the payment. Everything is clear. So in this case, provision for salary account is your open item managed account. Okay. While creating the provision for salary account, we have to select open item managed in the GL master data. If I do not select open item managed in the GL master data, then it will consider as your regular GL account, then it will not show as a open item managed posting. The posting will not be shown as a open item managed. Okay. So in the FBL 3N, there are three statuses are there for any GL account. Okay, open item, cleared item, all item. So your red circle,
Hello? Hello?
hello.
Yeah, I think I'm not able to see a screen. I think it's a little slow.
Yeah, 1 second. I don't know. My internet is going and coming. Give me 1 minute. Let's just I'll check my internet. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Let's see if next time it happens. Then probably I need to restart the internet and system. Okay.
Okay, no worries. Yeah.
Okay. Next is your green circle. That tells about it. Is red circle, it is open items. Green circle, your cleared items. Okay. Then your green tick mark, that is your posted items. Okay. Now coming to the configuration. Okay. First, create provision for salary account. Okay. It should be liability. All provision related to expenses are liability. All provision related to income are asset. This is standard. Always it will be. Okay. And in GL account can be open item managed only for your balance sheet items, not for your profit and loss account items. It cannot do a GL account as a open item managed for the P&L items. It has to be a balance sheet. And all provisions related to expenses are liability. All provisions related to income are assets.
Yes.
Okay. So then after creating the salary account, next maintain number range. Okay. For any outgoing payment, okay, for GL outgoing payment also, that system will store the document in your vendor payment document, KZ. K for vendor, Z for payment document. So I'll maintain the number range for the KZ. Then the tolerance group for GL outgoing and incoming, where I'll maintain our company code, tolerance group. Okay. After this, your first entry at 02, that is your salary account debited to provision for salary account. Okay. Then your payment. Okay, this is your outgoing payment. So after 07, and here another important screen. Okay, what we will be using, that is your posting will happen provision for salary account debited to bank account, and the open item will be cleared here, and you can view the report in FBL 3. Okay, let's do this one in the SAP system. Okay, do you have any company code created, Vanessa? Did you create any company code earlier? GL, all the configuration? Zero. Okay. Today we will use this GL account DE01, but later I'll create one more company code. Okay. Vanessa, are you there?
Yes, sir. Hello?
Okay. So today I'm using this DE01 company. Yes. Can you
Yeah.
hear me, Vanessa?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, I'm using this company code, another student actually, but in the next session I will be creating another company code.
I had
Okay,
created
to
one,
start with.
VS01, if
Okay,
you can see, search.
okay, VA01,
VS. VS.
VA0. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. Okay, we will use this account.
Yeah.
Okay, now first I'll create provision for salary account, that is your liabilities. So go to liabilities, copy, change. So short text, provision for salary, provision for salary. Now here, open item managed account should not be only balanced in local currency, and you have to select open item managed. If you do not select open item management, then system will consider the posting as a regular posting.
Okay.
You will not get open item, clear item, anything. It will be directly to the posted. It will not show you the process like first it should be open, then we clear it. It will not show. And G001.
Okay.
Then I'll maintain the number range /NOBA7 for KZ, document type KZ.
Only, Kashi, only provision accounts can be, need to be made as open item. Can't we make a direct salary account as open item?
No, we cannot. Only your balance sheet items will be only open item account, not your P&L.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, salary account can never be provisions. See, provisions has to be your balance sheet items. It may be asset or liability. Any kind of expenses. Why we do a provision? For example, let's say at the month end, let's say I need to make a payment. I need to prepare my report. Okay, let's say I need to make a payment. Salary account has to be updated with the value, because with the salary account I generate my profit and loss account. Okay, now let's say I do not have enough fund in my bank account. but the entry has to be posted so that I can have the proper information. Okay. So what happens? Salary account debit to provision for salary account happen when there is a amount in your bank account, then provision salary to bank account.
Okay.
Okay. This is one of the scenario. Another scenario where, let's say, for complete 1 year bonus, okay, for 1 year bonus, let's say I'm paying at the starting of the year. Okay. So for 12 months period of bonus, I'm paying once, but the bonus should be distributed to all 12 months. It is not related to only 1 month expenses, right?
Yes, yes.
So if I update, if I give all the charges or bonus charges to 1 month, then that 1 month report will be incorrect. That 1 month it may show me a more expenses.
Okay.
So there will be a less profit. But the bonus has to be go to all your months. So what will happen? Initially, you give it to provision salary account or provision for bonus account. Then monthly, you will be deducting
Deducting.
from
Okay.
that account.
Okay. So,
So these kind of
salary account to provisions, there'll be a transfer, and from provisions to bank will be monthly. It will be divided.
monthly.
So
Yes.
that from
No, that
provisions.
is in the case of bonus. That
Okay.
is in the case of bonus only. This
Okay.
is your monthly posting. Okay, salary will be always monthly. That
Okay.
is for the bonus
Okay.
where we
Okay.
make a payment for once.
Yes. 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 Okay.
Okay. Document type KZ, number range is 15. So the number range information 001, change interval, insert interval 14 from number to number. So click on the drop box, take the next available number range. From number, do not change it. To number, change it. 1 and 6 zeros. Correct? Yes, 6 zeros. And insert. Okay. This is done. Next is your tolerance group, OPA0, where I'll maintain my company code for GL incoming and outgoing payment. For both the thing, the tolerance group, my company has to be updated. So go to new entries, type your company code. Here. Okay. Next, that is done. Now the posting at the 02. So salary account will be debited, provision for salary account will be credited. Provision for salary. Okay. I'll open another screen and open the GL accounts. L3N. Provision for salary, one all zeros. Okay. Now save. Now provision for salary account. See, there is a open item. Okay. But if you view to your salary account,
Yeah. It will
it
be
will be just posted. Green tick mark.
okay. So 3,000.
Yeah. 12,000 green tick mark. Okay. Now I'll make the payment. Now this particular screen, again very important, your GL incoming, outgoing, customer incoming, vendor payment, outgoing payment, for all the screens, all the fields streams is same, only P code will be
Yeah, they use some F
okay
dash 30 and 29.
28,
Yeah,
yeah, F dash 28, F dash 53 for the customer and vendor payment.
correct. Okay, okay.
Okay. Now document date, paying data, the bank from which I'm making a payment, the amount. I'll explain you the partial and residual concept also once I do the first standard payment. Then select the open item selection. Here you have
GL
to
account,
select the account,
provision account.
yeah, where the item is open. If I give the salary account, then system will say
Error.
does
Not
not
open.
exist.
Okay.
We maintain it, right?
Yeah, numbering is 19.
Yeah, I maintain VS01. I did not save it. Huh? Yes, yes. Oh, I'm maintaining for 15. It should be 15.
Oh, 14.
Yes, it's what. Okay. Now, it is asking the value date because value date field we have made it mandatory for G005.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So the salary account, it says there are no open items managed in this. So we have to select the GL account where open item is there. In our case, that is your 1, all zeros. Now, after that, select process
Open
item.
items.
The first thing you have to see that amounts entered, assigned are same, not assigned is 0.
Okay.
Okay, then only system will allow. So if there is a difference, yes, it will allow small amount difference. For that, again, configurations are there. I'll explain that later. But as of now, okay, always remember that amount entered, assigned should be same.
Yeah.
Okay, then only system will
Okay.
give them.
What she used to do is just to select all the tutor of ours used to select all the rows and say deactivate item because there was some amount
I'll tell
difference.
you.
Yeah.
Correct.
Why?
I'll explain that.
Okay.
This standard payment I'll show, then I'll tell you the multiple payment.
Okay.
Okay. So amount enter and assign all are same, not assigned is 0. Okay. Now I'll save. Now the entry is display bank account is credited, closing for salary account is debited. Now if I refresh, this item
It did
will
clear.
be 0.
Green.
Okay. Now let's say I have multiple postings, multiple items to clear. Okay. Let's say one I make it 32,000. Okay. Let's say I have 2 entries are there. Okay. There are 2 open items. Now I'll try to make the payment. And I want to play only for the 3,000. Okay, not for the Another one. I want to pay only for 3,000, not for the 8,000. Okay. Type 3,000, value date. Now there is a difference. Now if you try to save, system will not allow.
Yeah. Okay.
So here you have to deactivate the transaction which you are not making the payment. Here I'm not making the payment for 8,000 and it is in blue color. It's blue color in the sense system considering that particular line item for the payment. How to deactivate it? Just double click on the line item.
Okay.
It is in black color. Now see amount entered assigned is not assigned is all 0.
Okay.
Okay. If, for example, 10 line items are there, all the line items you have to clear. Now, for example, if I have maintained my tolerance group difference variant, okay, I'll explain that as I said in a separate session, but I'm just giving you an overview, just an idea. Okay. For example, let's say I'm making a payment of 2,999. Okay, customer, because of some reasons, he made a payment of 2,999. So obviously, for 1 INR, I'm not going to ask. Correct?
Yeah.
So there is a configuration for permitted difference payment. Okay, in the tolerance group.
Okay.
If I maintain that difference payment, if 10 rupees difference means any payment, if there is a variation of 10 rupees, system will allow it. Okay?
Okay.
That I will explain you completely because there are other important things are there. I'll explain the separate session completely in the tolerance process.
Okay.
How you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Kashi, now
Yes.
when I say post outgoing payment, so 50 is my credit account. So that is my actually my bank, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So credit is always negative. So we are the provisions account will not be displayed here. It is only how is it?
Oh,
Because yeah.
no, I did not understand what you're trying to say.
Because there were some other payments that we were looking at, and there were some positive and negative, and there was an invoice, and then
Memos.
uh,
That is positive, negative. It comes in the sense of customer. There is, if there is a customer or vendor memos.
okay, okay,
Okay, for GL we will not have
we will not have
memos.
that.
Yes,
Okay,
GL
so
will not have.
this will show
Customer
me.
vendor, yes,
This will show me only the credits here.
credit. Because normally GL, see, in real life, to be very frank, this transaction only happens not for actual payment, for adjustments.
Okay,
Okay. All the transaction always happens by customer or vendor. For
correct.
example, you are paying a salary, then your employee will be created as a vendor.
Vendor. Yeah.
Okay. So why I'm explaining? Because it is a process of GL. Now, if you understand this one, then only your customer or vendor you can understand
Correct.
this function.
Yeah.
But in real time, hardly we pay. For example, let's say I'm paying a tax. The tax authority will be created as a vendor.
Yeah, and it'll be added with the sales order or some like
Sales
the
order.
payment only. Yeah.
Again, it depends. It depends. If it can be you are with sales order, with purchase order, with or without sales order, purchase order also.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that I'll explain you when we will understand the account receivable process.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine.
Okay,
So for now, yeah,
so
this I got
now,
it. Yeah.
yes, you got this one, right?
Yeah.
So now, okay, now only one line item will be saved. Okay, now partial payment and residual payment. This is another important concept. When I do a partial payment, okay, system will not clear the main document till the payment is complete. For example, I have 8,000 open now. Let's say I made a payment of 2,000. Then system will show 8,000 main document, 2,000 another line item, and it will show balance 6,000. Okay. But in the case of residual payment, what will happen? Okay. For example, 8,000 I have open item, I made a payment of 2,000, then system will clear completely, and for 6,000 it will open new line item. Okay, we will make the posting, you will get the more clarity. Okay, first we'll do the partial payment, then we will compare both, then you will get a more clarity. Okay, so here I'm making a payment of 2,000 only. 8,000 there is an open item now. Okay, I'm making a partial payment, not residual, for 2,000. Okay, partial payment. Okay, is 2,000 only I'm making. Okay, so I did not go to residual, I went to the partial payment. How much amount I'm paying? 2,000. Now save. Now we'll refresh the GL account.
Still be open.
See, both the accounts are, line items are there. 8,000, 2,000, balance is showing 6,000. The main document still remains open. Now if I make it complete 6,000 payment, it will be clear completely.
All two will be clear. Okay.
Yes. 3 line items will be cleared. $6,000. Now
What is that? The
all the
1,002
line
it
items
comes
are
up.
cleared.
Okay, the 1,002 it comes up, isn't it? While you're posting it.
Yes, it will. I'm giving the GL account, no?
Yeah. No, while you were trying to post it, yeah,
Correct.
it
While
showed.
doing the posting, correct. Okay. So 8,000, 2,000, 6,000. So now completely clear in the case of partial payment. Now I'll do the residual payment. Okay, let me post the open item first. Okay. Let's check of 9,000. Okay. So now I'll do the residual payment. So how the system behaves here. Let's say I'm making a payment of 3,000. Go to residual payment. The residual payment is 6,000 is the payment. Balance is 3,000 is the payment from 9,000. Balance is 6,000.
Okay, okay. The balance, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm making a payment of 3,000. So minus 6,000 is still balance because I'm making a payment. So I gave minus 6,000. Out of 9,000, I'm making only payment of 3,000. So balance how much is available? 6,000.
So come in residue.
Being it is an outgoing payment, so it is a negative figure.
Yeah.
So 6,000, I've given the negative. Now 3,000, 3,000 is there. Okay. Now how system makes the payment behavior?
3,000 will be green.
No. Complete that 9,000 document is cleared.
Okay, this is residue.
Only for the 6,000, it has created the new document. Earlier, how it used to be, it used to say 8,000 minus 2,000.
Yeah.
The main document, it was not cleared.
Yeah.
But here, The main document is cleared and it generated a new document with the balance amount.
Okay. But won't that be when will we go for residual and when will we go for partial?
See, residual and partial, it depends upon the customer process. Okay. It,
Okay.
it is it, it is nothing that there's a difference. Normally, if you have a partial payment, what happens? Let's say I have 1 lakh payment. I'm paying 2,000, 3,000, 4,000,
Okay.
like that. Then my open items here, it will show huge line item. Correct?
Yeah.
All will show as a open.
Yeah.
So in that case, better to go for the residual.
Yeah. I
So
think even in
that it
our
will show only the balance.
yeah, because I think in our project they do residual with that.
Residual.
Okay.
Okay. Now this partial residual works for GL incoming, customer payment, vendor payment. The process and logic is same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Same process. Residual, the functionality is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Now let's first look into the GL incoming also. Okay.
And just another question, Kashi. I was seeing
Yes.
that in that FBL 3N, the documents where when is it SA and when is it KZ? The documents. K is vendor,
Okay.
isn't it? K.
See, KZ is a vendor, but for outgoing payment, we do not have any document type.
Okay.
So that's why, as I said, in real life, we never make a payment to GL.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you will never have like provision for salary payments, all these things. There will be a separate process. Provision for salary, okay, you might have for only for provisions. Other than that, you will not have anything. So standard SAP does not provide any payment type for outgoing payment for GLs.
Okay. So that's why
So
it's
we store in KZ.
okay.
But this configuration can be changed.
Okay.
That I'll show in the last class because most of the students they follow this. If I change, then they will get confused. But yes, I can go to FD07 configuration and I can create a new document type and attach to that.
Okay.
So that it will maintain the new document. That's how we do it in real time. Okay. So what we do, FD07, FD06, we'll go to the standard configuration and there what happens, it by default it's a KG document. That means whenever I'm going outgoing incoming payment, then it should look for KG document. It will
Mm-hmm.
post in KG document. For FD02, it is SA. Okay. Like
Mm-hmm.
that configuration is there which can be changed.
Okay.
In real time, we do that. We go back and change it not for KZ. We create a new document type and store that.
Okay.
Now, GL incoming payment, the same process. Whenever I'm making a payment, the transaction is I'm receiving the payment, bank account debited to commission received account, for example. If I have a provisions, okay, provision for commission account, debited to commission received account. When I do the incoming payment, okay, then bank account is debited to provision for commission.
Yeah. No.
You
Okay.
see, the impact is finally the same.
Yeah.
Provision for commission, here is got a debit, here it is got a credit. So impact is same, bank account to commission receipt account. Okay, coming to the configuration, create provision for commission, and commission received account. Now in this case, okay, your provision for commission will be assets because this is related to income. All provisions related to income are assets. And you have to select open item managed account. Then maintain document number range, document number interval for DC. That is your customer payment, incoming payment. Then your first entry, provision for commission account debited to commission received, then the incoming payment. This will be posted in FS02. Incoming payment will be done in your FS06. Same, partial residual. If you have a multiple line item, how to select one item and others deselect, everything functionality is that. Okay. So let's do this one also quickly. I'll maintain the number range. 7 TZ customer payment. Document type is 14. Number range is 14. 001. For 14, 2014. From the tool number. 2, then I'll create the GL account. Provision for commission. Let open item managed. Not given to cash flow, E001. Because I copied from the bank, it has given this.
Okay.
Now the first entry, after 02. Provision for commission account debited.
Commission receipt. Debited.
Provision for account debited. Credit.
Receipt.
As I go back, last one, 3N. Okay.
Open item.
Now provision for commission.
Open. Okay.
Now I'll make the outgoing incoming payment. After 07 for outgoing, the screen, everything will be same. After 06 for same, it is after 6. So all the functionality are 7,000 value date. The GL account will be provision for commission. Amount ended assigned 7,007 as 1,000, not assigned 0. Yes. Now refresh. Payment date. Okay. Partial residual clearing, everything was the same. Okay. Any queries here, manager?
No, it's clear. Kashi.
Clear, no?
Yeah.
Now let's start your account receivable. Okay, we'll have another 15-20 minutes. Then we'll take a 10-15 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
We will be continuing for long, so that's fine, right?
Yeah, it's
You have
fine with
any
me.
other appointments today?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, all that I need is to
Because otherwise
understand.
it will be difficult for us.
Yeah, I hope it's okay with you
Yeah.
because.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And also we'll be able to see. So sorry to interrupt, but then cash management and treasury a
See,
little bit also, or no?
that is a completely different module. And this ID server we cannot do. For that we need to get a separate ID server and everything.
Oh, okay. But
Because
can you
we have to
yeah, explain me the.
activate the
Okay.
FSCM module.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'll give you overview. What is FSCM? What is cash management? Okay.
Okay.
Because again, FSCM is a different module completely. For that, you have to get a separate system. You have to, because in this IDS server, FSCM is activated but not fully functionality. For
Okay.
that, we have to work separately.
Oh,
Differently, we need to get a server
okay. How
where
about
it
cash
comes.
management?
Yes, that is also that. See, that is complete comes under the FSCM.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's completely different module. FSCM cash management.
Okay. Okay.
I will uh, I'll try to get some document for you. Okay, if possible. Okay, if
Yeah.
I'll try, if any of my friend have a server, I'll just borrow from them for 1 or 2 days. I will try to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Please. Thank you. Yeah.
Now, account receivable, customer process. Okay, account receivable has two process. One related to FI, one related to SD. When we say FI, the customer invoice payments are done without base to finished product. Without base to finished product. In SD process, with base to finished product. So always based on the finished product, the sales invoice will be created in the SD process. But in FI process, we do not consider any finished product. Still, we can create a customer invoice. Under what scenario we use FI? For example, I'm trying to sell a product which I'm not manufacturing. For example, my old machinery, old laptop, old furniture, old building, which I'm not manufacturing, but I'm trying to sell it out. Old plant and machinery, old vehicles. So there, I did not have to have a finished product in my vendor, in my uh, material master. I can just sell it out. But when it comes to the SD, then we must have the
Goods. Goods.
finished goods. Based upon that only I can create, and it has to go to a certain process. Your quotation, maintenance quotation, everything. Okay.
Okay.
Based upon that only your customer item will be dispatched. Now, based upon the same, the customer can be your core customer, that is, your SD customers are considered as a core customer. That means to them, I'm selling my finished products. FI customers are called non-core or non-commercial. There are different terminologies they use. The main concept is we are selling them the product which I do not manufacture, which our company is not manufacturing. Based upon FISD, the customer creation is also different. Okay. For example, all my FI customer we create in FD01. Okay. So when I'm creating FD01, system will create based upon account group and company code. That's it. But when I'm creating based upon centrally, we have one more
XT.
XT01 centrally, where company code, sales organization, distribution channel, division based upon the
Okay.
sales area system is here.
Okay.
Next, one more T code I forgot for sales. FT SD01.
FT04.
SD01. No,
Okay, sorry.
sales.
Okay.
No. Then customer your sales. VD01. Okay. Now if you see the VD01, sales organization, distribution channel, division, no company code. So three ways are there. First, FD01 based only company code.
Okay.
Okay. Then centrally based upon company code and the sales area. The combination of sales organization, distribution channel, division, these three are based upon called sales area.
Okay.
Another only based upon the sales area.
Okay.
Okay. So FD01 only company code, VD01
Sales area.
only sales area,
XT0.
XD01 both company code and sales area based upon which we can create. Okay.
Yeah.
Any question here?
No. Yeah.
Now, one more important concept is account receivable GL account. Use of account receivable GL account. Sometimes in accounting terminology, we call it as a sundry debtors also.
Yeah.
Okay. Sundry.
Because they do not have some invoice or something. Without
No, Alex.
restrictions. Okay.
Okay. When I'm creating an invoice, okay, that is your credit sales. Okay, the entry will be customer account, debited to credit sales account. Okay. Now here, your customer will, when I do this posting, then there will be a open item in your customer account. That means incoming payment is due. When I do the incoming payment, then bank account is debited to customer account. So,
Yeah. Two things. Correct. Okay.
so customer account got a debit, customer account got a credit, it is zero. If payment is
Okay. The
now,
first one,
when
customer debit, was with respect to
credit
the
sales,
sales, and the second one is the
yeah,
payment.
credit
Oh,
sales,
okay.
payment.
Okay.
First one is the credit sale,
Correct. Okay.
invoice creation.
Correct.
Now, whenever I do any posting to a customer, apart from the customer, by default, on the background, system will make a entry to your account receivable also. It is mandatory
Okay.
that every customer account must be updated by a account receivable GL account. And whatever you do the customer, you do debit, you will get a debit. You do credit, by default, it will go. You need not to
Yeah.
maintain after once you maintain into the customer master data.
Okay.
Why? What is the requirement? Now, it's every company, there will be a number of customers, 1,000, 10,000 of customers. And it is very common that they will give credit sale. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, at the end of the year, it is possible that few customer may not have paid, even though I have delivered them the goods. I have delivered them the goods, so I am supposed to receive the money. They are liable to me. Okay? So that is my asset. So all those customers from whom I need to receive money will be represented by one GL account, that is account receivable GL account in the balance sheet. Why? Because I cannot write all my customer name, which is actually my current asset. From them I need to receive money, so they are liable to
pay.
me. They need to pay me.
Yeah.
But I cannot write 10,000 customer name. For example, I have a 10,000 customer from whom I need to receive money.
Yeah.
So all those customers will be represented who are due to pay me with one GL account.
Okay.
It is mandatory that whenever you are creating a customer, you must update the account receivable in your customer master data.
Yeah. In my customer, I need to give my GL account, and it automatically gets updated
Account
every
receivable
time.
GL account.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Accounts receivable.
Okay.
And this
Let's
is
come to
not.
the
And there is another reconciliation account also which we give, that we see later.
accounts payable.
Yeah. Reconciliation account.
This is your reconciliation account. Account receivable is your
Ah.
recon account.
Okay. Okay.
This is only your reconciliation account.
Okay.
We never post directly to the recon account. It is always attached to your another GL account. So account receivables and debtors is your recon account.
So the in XD03 or anything that we go and see the customer, there will be a recon account
Yes,
there. So this is the
absolutely
accounts.
correct.
Okay.
This is the account.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's look into the configuration. First, define customer account group. Okay, how GL account group we have created: asset, liabilities, income, expenses. Similarly, we need to create customer account group. So what exactly we do this in customer account group?
All the
First, it
customers.
segregates.
Mm.
It segregates and keeps similar customer in one group. For example, it may be based upon my product. For example, let's say I'm selling laptop and mobiles. For laptop, one customer. For mobiles, one customer account group. Or based on the size of the customer or vendor, small, medium, large, or based upon the nationality, domestic or international, based upon the state, Karnataka state, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, you can create that. And one more important functionality customer account group does is manages the fields of customer creation. How GL account group manages the fields of GL creation, customer account group also manages the fields of customer creation. While creating the customer, there will be different fields. Those fields I can manage via suppress, display, optional,
Option.
and required. I can select it. If I suppress, it will be hidden. If it is display, I can view the field, but I cannot give any input information. Okay? In the case of optional, I can view the field. If I want, I can give the input or I can skip. In the case of required, it is mandatory. Then create number range for customer account. This is for customer account. Okay. So here I'll create a number range. Let's say 9,000 to 9,999. So whenever I'm creating the customer account number, customer SAP account number will be created in this range. Then assign the number range to account group. Then maintain number range for customer documents. Three types of documents: DA, DR, and DG. D means customer, A means your customer document. D means customer, R means invoice document. D means customer, Z means payment document. So DG we have already maintained. So we have to maintain for DA and DR. Then tolerance group. For customer and vendor payment. Then create GL accounts. So two GL accounts I will create. One account receivable, which is my assets, and another is your credit sales, which is my income. Then create customer in FD01. Then I'll make a customer invoice. Okay, debit customer, posting key is 01. Then credit my GL account, that is your profit, that is your credit sale.
What is it? That's related to your posting, is it?
Yes, customer invoice.
They use something called as FB70 and FB75.
That also easy access.
Okay.
That also we can use.
Okay.
Okay, I remember FD02, FB50 we have, where here also we have FD070. That also I'll show.
Okay.
Okay. Then your payment. F-20. And the customer report is FDL 510. Okay. So let's look into the system. Go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting, account receivable, accounts payable, customer account, master data, preparation, define account group with screen share. New entries, I'm giving the same identification as my company code. Okay, VA01. I can give any identification. Okay. Okay, the description, domestic customer code. Now here if you see, field status are there. Under general data, we have these many tabs. If I click on address tab, these many fields are there, and here I can manage the fields.
Okay.
Whichever the field I want, surprise required optional or so general data, then we have company code data, sales data. Okay. Now I'll maintain the number range, create number range for that customer account. change interval. Okay, so here actually lot many are there because students are there been practicing. Okay, but in reality you would not get so many groups. Okay,
Okay.
so now here you need to search which is available, which is not in use. 40, yeah, 47 is not in use. Okay,
How did you
let's
get
go
to
to
know that,
47.
Kashi? Current number.
Here, if I just checked from the number, this
Uh-huh.
I started checking from the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 monthly, everything is maintained.
Yeah, okay.
What? Okay. So after 46, they have maintained 61, 5Z. So 47 is available.
Okay.
Okay. 47 from number to number. 35. So I'm taking the one available number range. I'll change the two number. I don't want to use all, so I just give. Okay. Now this 47 will be assigned to my domestic account group, that is
Yeah.
VS01.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm given the same as my company code. I can give separate number also. VS01, next to that 47. This is also done. Now maintain the number range. So DA, document number range is 16.
Yeah.
DR,
Yeah.
DG we have already maintained 18. 16 and 18. Go to number range information. 01, 16 and 18. This is done. Then the tolerance group slash and OPA3. Okay. Go to new entries. Type your company code. Okay. I'll explain you all. This is all functionality is there, but I'll take a separate session. Once we do the customer vendor payments, then I'll take a separate session and I'll explain you the tolerance process completely.
Okay.
Now create the GL account. One is account receivable. Account receivable is my asset. Copy, three. Now here important thing, reconciliation. This is a reconciliation account. The recon account can never be selected, only balance in local currency, can never be open item managed.
Okay.
And recon account type, customer. Okay, if you do not select here recon account type customer, then it is not considered as your reconciliation account.
Okay.
And you cannot assign in your customer master data.
Okay.
System will not show the information account. If it is selected here, then only while creating the customer master data in the reconciliation tab, it will appear this GL account. And the field status group is G067 for all reconciliation accounts. Then my credit sales, Now system is ready for creation of customer. Okay. Now in the account group, select the account group which you have created. Domestic customer. You see the one. See, there will be lot many people be creating domestic customer. That's why I suggest that when you are practicing, type your company code in the description while creating the account group.
Okay.
Okay. Just select the domestic customer. Do not type anything in the customer field because you have not created any customer yet. Then company code and enter.
So we consider here credit sales as a bank account, which will be a later debit. Which
No,
huh?
credit sale is your sales account, your goods account.
Yeah. So you created some income something. No? I said.
Yeah, credit sale is your income, right? I'm selling it on credit.
Yeah, but actually it's bank account which will be getting the money, isn't it? It's sales separate, is it? I didn't get that.
No. See, when we make the invoice,
Yeah.
okay, customer account is debited, credit sale account is credited.
Yeah.
When I make the payment, then
Bank.
bank account is debited, customer account is credited.
Correct. So when you
So
create.
I created the credit sales. This is an income, right?
Yeah. Okay. So for that. Okay. Okay.
This is my credit sale, not for the payment. Payment bank account is there.
Okay. Okay. Selling on credit, so that's why you're making it as a income.
Yes, credit sales account.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Now here, remember, see, when you are using SD module,
Mm.
then it will be your goods account.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, here I am using, because without base to a goods, right, this one,
Yeah.
FI process, that's why I'm giving to the sales account.
Okay.
So, okay, I'll just open up this one again. Domestic customer, do not type anything the customer and company code and enter. Title, company name, let's say Levi's. Now search term, the search term normally sometimes what we do, for example, let's say from the legacy system, I'm coming to SAP. From Oracle, I'm coming to SAP. So Oracle is your legacy system. So whatever number I've given in my Oracle system, that customer number will be used. Okay. Sometimes you type the company code, which can be easily identified. Sometimes you keep it blank also. If it's not used means you keep it. Then the street, let's say HB Road, house number, postal code, because this is in India I'm creating, so it should be a 6-digit. Okay. Then after this, click on company code data. Then recon account. If I do not select recon account in the GL, then here it will not appear.
Okay.
Okay, I'll show you that. For example, recon account here, let's say just for example, I'm not selecting recon account, I'm selecting it as a blank. Okay, now I'll create a, say no optional available.
Okay.
Now again I'll change it, recon account type, it will, so if you do not select here recon account, then system will not, see now it is appearing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, clear now when I say this one?
Yeah. Yeah.
The customer is created in the same number range which I have. Want to create one more customer? I can create one more company. Yeah, I create road. Okay, details. Label from company code data. And
If we want, we can give the sales
now,
data information, isn't it? If we had
yes, because I'm doing in the FD01, you cannot. You have to go to the XD01
XD01.
or
VD,
VD01.
VD01, yeah.
Now, I'll create the invoice. FDS 22. 01, debit your customer. Okay, and the amount, debit your credit sales. Okay, nowhere I've selected account receivable. Okay,
Yeah.
the reconciliation account I have not selected anywhere, but system will update it. So view the report, customer report, FDL5N, all items, the customer master data, there is a open. Similarly, if I open my GL, FDL3N, record account 3, document number 4 all zeros, document number 4 all zeros. So by default, system will update to your account receivable. Okay, now I'll make the payment. Class N at -8. Same screen. Only the change is you have to give the customer account. Earlier I used to give provision for salary, provision for commission. Now here I have to give the customer account. Okay, Vanessa, any question here?
Yeah. The earlier thing that we did was the goods, isn't it? So now we are making the payment.
Correct.
Okay.
Credit sale I did it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
did a credit sale. Now the goods is already transferred when I did the credit sale. Now I'm making the.
Will there be an invoice or some? What will be created after that on credit
See,
sales?
that's the thing. In the credit, see, in the FI process, nothing will be created.
Okay.
In the SD process, yes, invoice, your inquiry, quotation, everything will be done. But in the
Okay.
FI process, nothing will be done. It is just your, because it is not based on the finished product.
Yes. Okay.
So when I do the credit sales, that means the goods is delivered.
Yeah. So if you can just show me that previous screen, FPL 5N, 3N, 5N, yeah. Yeah, this document number 4 was, it is the accounting doc.
When I did F-22, credit sale, then it posted.
Yeah, that is accounting document.
Correct. That is the accounting document.
Okay. Okay. And then if I would want to see it, now this is without any sales order, so then it will not
Sales
have
order. Correct.
anything. Okay. Otherwise, I could go back
Anything.
to what is that original document, click on that, and then track it down.
That is different. That is, you should do the sales process.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Fine. Fine. Okay.
So now the incoming thing. See, you have customer process, vendor process. This is without your finished product.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not the product where See, if you have a sales process, what you will do, you will create a first you will create a finished good, then you will create a inquiry, first quotation, inquiry, then the sales order, everything. This is without that process, purely in the FI. For what kind of product? Product which I'm not manufacturing. Let's say I'm selling my old furniture.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, this is called my non-core customer and non-core transaction.
Okay. Uh, Fine, fine. Yeah, I'm actually trying to sink in of what you're saying and what they have
No, see,
explained me.
pretty
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Two processes there. One is your with with core customer, without core non-core customer.
Mm-hmm.
Core customer, whatever they have explained, your sales invoice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So first they will say you create a VA01, okay, inquiry, quotation, delivery,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. We had
That is
we had seen from the we just saw the customer using XD03. Then we created a invoice, different types of invoice and the credit memos using
correct,
FB70 and 75.
correct,
Then we saw the invoice and all that using 5N.
correct,
Yeah. And
correct.
then
So
yeah, we did this.
So,
Yeah.
no, see, FB75 when you did,
Uh,
okay, so FB70, 75 what you have done,
mm,
the same is F-22.
yeah. In F-22, without
FB70, the same.
sales order, and FB7.
FB70 also without sales order.
Yes, yes, yeah, actually.
Okay, both are the same.
Okay.
FD22 is done by more used by consultant, FB70 is more used by end users.
Okay. Okay.
The posting impact will be the same.
Okay.
Okay, so after showing the FD22 and 28, then I'll show you the FB70 also.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
So
so there is
this,
no
yeah,
change.
this was a credit sales that we did. The actual
Correct.
movement of goods. Oh, okay.
Goods.
Okay.
Credit sales.
Oh,
Okay. Then the payment. The customer made the payment. So we'll come into
yeah.
that.
So they had even that billing concept, I think.
Yes,
So
that is for every module.
yeah. Okay.
Where first you create a inquiry, quotation, then
Okay.
sales invoice, sales order,
Okay.
then you release the post good issue, you will do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then your accounting, you release the accounting document, it will update your what you call customer master data.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Then only in the FBL5N you can see the sales invoice. Till that, no posting.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So that is completely SD module. So if you want to do that, so we need to learn the SD.
No. No.
If you
No.
want to do, I can explain that also.
No, because
Okay.
yeah, no, what you're saying is what you're explaining is right. I'm just trying to sink in
No
because
process.
yeah, all these
See,
things are
here,
new for me, isn't it? Yeah,
correct. Yeah, yeah, I
yeah,
do agree. So
yeah,
here, FB70 also I can do, FDS22 also I can do.
yeah. Okay.
But to do the sales, what they have said, like another process for that is core customer.
Yeah, yeah.
First, you understand what is
Nah,
non-core core.
yeah, I got that. I got
Non-core,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So for the core customer, I cannot use FDS22.
yeah,
I can use, but you do not use. You use via your inquiry, quotation,
yeah,
all
yeah,
other process,
yeah,
sales order, then other process. This is your for FI customer. So it will be without base to your finished product.
okay. Yeah, now it's actually getting clear because earlier it was like, okay, we're doing invoice and then you're doing a payment. But now, as you said, it's for
Correct.
the credit sales and then when the actual payment comes. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Correct. So credit sale is the actual goods movement, you can say.
Yeah,
So here I do not have any finished product. That means whatever my old laptop, machinery, whatever I'm selling it is gone.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So now the payment, the same process for jail incoming, outgoing, whatever done, a bank account amount. Here earlier we used to select provision for salary, provision for commission. Now I'm selecting the customer account.
Customer. Mm.
Okay, click on process open item, 9,000, 9,000, your residual partial, everything was the same.
Mm.
Okay, then Now if you see my customer line item, it will be cleared. Similarly, GL account receivable will also be
Okay.
either in F-22, F-28, I did not select account receivable GL account anywhere. By default, it's posted when I do to the customer account. Now, FB70 process.
Yeah.
Okay, this is your same. There you have to give 0150. Here you did not to give. So my customer's account, invoice date, then the amount, then the GL account, that is my credit sales account. There what we should do, 01 debit customer, 50 credit sale, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here also I'm debiting customer, crediting my credit sale account. This is called easy screen.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
end users uses more.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is more like we have to remember the posting key, which user doesn't use, more consultants will use.
Okay.
Now posting impact will be the same. So after updating this, click on the save button. Okay. Now if you go back, if you view the report, see 01 50. Posting keys are
Yeah.
01 and 50. Okay, and in the open item, you will have there is a open item. In the account receivable also, there is a open. Now we make the incoming payment for 7,500.
FB03 is to display the accounting doc, is it?
Correct. FB03 for display. FB01 posting, FB02 modify, FG03 for amount entered assigned same. Now it is cleared. Similarly, account receivable also will be cleared. Okay.
Yeah.
So FB70, F-22 functionality is same. No
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
Fine then. We will have around 15-20 minutes break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just one question
Then-
before that.
Yes, please.
And then
Yes. You ask as much as question. I like. You don't. As I told you, you ask more and more questions. That will be good for both of us.
yeah, yeah. No, because only then I will understand. You know, it's because it's
Yes,
all new
Vanessa,
to me. It's all like a
absolutely.
bouncer.
See, that is only the thing I agree for you to take session alone, that you have an interest to learn.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I have,
You
yeah.
have an urge to learn. That's why I normally in a batch you take 3-4 students. Sir
Yeah.
Murli said, okay, let her wait. We will start another batch. I said, no, she really wants to learn. Let's do something for her.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
I
I do.
understood. Yeah, you know, that's why I was very worried because whether are you also free? Because
Even
you,
I'm not free, I'll make some time. I'll definitely, as promised, like whatever the timeline you have given, within that timeline, I will.
thank you, Kashi. You're actually nice to me. Thank you.
Okay,
yeah,
that's you made the payment. That's my responsibility.
yeah, I will
So
make.
that's
Payment is not a
no, no,
problem. Yeah,
no. That's the thing. You already made the payment, so that's now my responsibility that I should deliver what I promised.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all.
No, and if it's anything more also because I'm asking so many other modules and anything more,
No.
no
You
problem.
ask. We will talk that later. First,
Yeah,
you learn.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, Kash. And
Yeah.
with the credit memo, I want to understand what is credit memo and
I'll
when,
explain.
what. Yeah.
Yes, that also. So everything is there in our course timeline. So after that, step by step we will go. Okay,
Okay.
credit memo.
Oh, it is
Let me
there.
also done.
Okay. Okay. Yes, this
Okay,
is
we'll have a break.
okay.
15, 20 minutes. I'll finish up my lunch. You
Okay.
take a
Okay.
break, have a coffee. Then
Okay.
again for 1 or 2 hours, we'll continue. We'll do credit memo, discount, dunning. Okay.
Okay.
So, which I know, like, there are some topics here in the course content which may not be useful for you. So, we'll try to skip those first. We'll concentrate what is required for you.
Yeah.
Then we will look for other topics.
Okay. Okay. So we'll still
Okay.
continue with the accounts receivable.
Yes, there are lot many
Okay.
things are there.
Okay.
Terms
Okay.
of payment is there, dunning, customer discount, and advance payment is there.
Advance. Yeah. Correct. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
because see, interest, all these things, interest calculated to customer, bills of exchange, you may not use much in your current process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's concentrate which are important. Then we will again come back topics which are missed. So that's the thing. What I will do here, I have marked.
Yeah.
Green all are which are covered.
Done.
So
Okay.
which are not covered, again I will check in this document and we will take this.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
we'll meet after 15-20 minutes. I am not just at 15 silent mode. I'm not switching off the go to meeting. Okay.
Okay. I'll
You can stop recording.
recording.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can again. Yeah.
Okay.
It will start.
Thank you.
So and stop recording and that the recording file
Hmm.
copy and cut and paste to your where you store all.
Okay.
Okay.
Join all of
Because
them.
the same,
Yeah.
yeah, on the same day, if you record twice, sometimes it's overwrite. It doesn't, but sometimes it happens.
Okay.
Okay. So you know where it stores, right?
Yes. Yes. I know it.
Document. Here you will find all that. So take every time after the end of the session, what I will say is copy from this or cut from here and put it in your D drive so that
Yeah.
it will be saved.
Yeah. I store it only in D drive, my location.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So then it's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
So credit memo. Credit memo is a kind of transaction where we have to return the money. We have to return the goods or you have to return the money. In that case, I raise a instead of returning the fund or instead of returning the money. So what I will do, I raise a memo. In the next transaction, it will be get adjusted.
So next time after the credit memo of 2000, if
Mm-hmm.
another invoice of 18,000 is raised, so the clearing will be only for 16,000, is it? Or
Correct. Yes. Clearing will be only for 16,000.
okay.
Not for 18,000. I will okay. I'll show you the
Okay.
process. Then you will get a more here.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say for this product, this daisy document, out of this, let's say 2,000 rupees product is damaged. Says I have to return 2,000 rupees to the customer now. So instead of returning, I told him that I'll adjust in the next event. So before that, I'll raise a credit memo. Okay. So customer account, document date, and the amount for 2,000 and my credit sale GL account. Okay.
Yeah.
Credit. Why is it showing the red?
Needs cost center it. No balance. You have to
We
enter
have not
amount.
activated, right?
To
No.
enter amount, I think here
Yeah,
below
amount.
also.
Correct. I'm checking whether this is our something for them. So now, so credit memo is raised. So same in the when I create an invoice, what I do, I debit customer, credit my credit sale account. Here, debit credit sale account, credit the customer. Okay, I'll display the transaction. See, why it is showing the old transaction? I have not saved it.
Okay.
Okay, so simulate. Levi's account is credited. Credit sale account is debited.
Okay.
Okay, reverse entry of your invoice. Earlier, what used to happen? 10 credit customer, sorry, debit customer 01 credit
Credit
sale.
sales.
Now debit credit sale and credit the customer.
Okay.
Okay, now save. Now there will be a negative entry
Credit sales.
minus. When I create an invoice, that is a positive entry. Okay, that is my DR. When I create a credit document, DZ, there is a negative entry. Okay, now I'll create an invoice.
By this, we are trying to say that the credit sales account has some amount of 2000, which is due to pay
Correct.
or something. Okay.
Due to
Not
return.
return, yeah. Okay.
I need to return it.
Through another invoice when we clear it. Okay.
Yes. Any invoice. I can adjust to any invoice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm creating another invoice. 20,000. Okay. Now. Okay. Now when I make the payment, it clearly will say 20,000 minus 2,000. 20,000, my credit memo of 2,000. So I'm making a payment of only.
Okay. So that amount also will come.
Okay, for example, let's say I have two invoices. This is for 25,000, let's say. Okay. Now to which invoice I want to apply, that also I can make it. 28. Let's say I want to apply for the first invoice. Second invoice I don't want to pay. But all items are activate here. For I want to but adjust 2,000 adjust to my 20,000. Then deactivate 25,000 by double clicking on it. Now it is deactivated. So I can apply to any invoice, not only the specific invoice. For example, on the same day, I have created 10 more invoice after the credit memo. But I want to apply to only one credit invoice. Then I can deselect the invoice line item and select only that invoice before to which I want to apply.
So in F-28 screen, if there is any negative amount, then that means that was a credit memo.
Credit
Okay.
memo. Always. Plus means that is your incoming payment. Minus means that is something credit memo we need to return.
Okay.
We need to even in your FBL 3N also. Sorry, 5N.
5N, yeah. Credit.
Positive.
Debit.
Positive invoice.
Okay.
Yes. Negative your credit.
Okay.
Now I'm clearing it against the 20,000. Now credit memo will be cleared. Only 25,000 will be open. Okay. Here with this, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. It's not so difficult. Only the thing is the process. So whenever there is a credit memo, that means that is a negative money that we need to return it to the customer, that we need to make the payment. Instead of returning it, you are adjusting in the
Next invoice.
transaction by receiving less money.
Yeah. So because all these are recorded, the GL balances later would be all equal later.
Negative.
Yeah. No, they'll all be equal because okay.
Equal. Correct. Now terms of payment. That is your customer discount.
So if you don't mind, actually once more question. In FBL 5N, when we are just trying to get the customer invoices and all the balances and all that. So there is something called as reference, then there is reference doc, and then there are so many documents.
See,
So how will
yeah, no. For example, while creating a entry, for example, how it happens. Okay. Now, for example, we want to update. We want to link to a specific transaction. Okay. Then reference is nothing but an identification to identify which transaction it is. Okay. So in the FBL 5N, you want to view that, you need to change the layout.
Yeah.
Change layout. Reference field you want to see. So, so continue, copy, then you refresh. So in this layout, it is not showing, but I can change the layout and I can bring any of the information, hidden information to the report.
Okay.
So reference field, it is customized. It is not a standard. So it depends upon what purpose they are using it.
Okay.
It can be identifying your older transaction. It can be segregating. Sometimes it happens, okay, this is related to my government customers. This is related to my local customer. This is related. So it can be different reasons. It cannot be specific. Reference field is an open field. It can be used for your customized requirements.
Okay.
Okay. So in your process, they might be identifying for some companies they what they do the legacy systems invoice number they will update. Some they will update the government reference number if they are a government customer vendor. Okay. Sometimes what we do that it is used to identify the what kind of transaction it is. Whether so sometimes what happens if above 10,000 it has to be different group. Less than 10,000 different group. So different reasons are there. We can use the reference.
Okay. And also here this document number and clearing doc. How did it got cleared? It's with the doc.
See,
That is a
when I
payment.
did when I did a DR, okay, so that is my customer invoice.
Oh, it got with the DZ.
Okay, so it got with the DZ.
Correct.
Okay, so this DR is cleared by this DZ 2003. So clearing document is a DZ.
Okay, that's one more 2000. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Got that.
So everything for example this DZ, okay, will have a specific DR. Say this one is the DR for that.
Yeah.
Okay. For the credit memo also, we cleared Agnes 18,000. So it will be the same.
Yeah, 3 docs are there. Yeah. Okay.
No, good. Not don't worry. Good question. Very good question.
Yeah.
So DR is invoice. When you make the payment, that is your clearing document. Not only here, entire SAP, in your vendor also, customer also, there will be two documents. One for your document,
Yeah.
against that if you have the clearing, for example here, DZ, document number, clearing document are same. That
Same.
means it's a payment document.
Payment
But for the invoice, the document and clearing document will be different.
Yeah. Okay.
That means it is a invoice document.
Okay. 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 Yeah, it will be doing.
Okay?
Yeah.
Fine.
Doing the credit
Let's
memo.
clear with credit memo, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty simple process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? It's not. Now let's look the discount process. Giving discount to the customer is a very common practice. So whenever we give the discount, customer discount, okay, it is actually a loss or expense for me. Correct?
Yes.
I'm receiving less money. I'm not receiving the complete money. So it is a loss for me. Second thing, okay, number of days increases, discount decreases. Always. It cannot be vice versa. Number of days increases, always discount should be decreased. All terms of payment are defined at client level. That means I can use for any company code. Okay, for example, I define in my system one I can use for my D01, I can use it for AB90, I can use for VA01, for any company code I can use it if that is applicable to my customer. Next, terms of payment can be for the terms of payment is nothing but your discount rule. How I'm giving the discount. Okay, we can call it this is discount rule. Okay, now terms of payment, this discount rule can be applicable to customer or vendor or both. I can restrict to only for customer, I can restrict to only vendor, or I can allow the discount rule to be applied to customer or vendor. Okay, how the system customer will know that which terms of payment has to be applied? I have to assign the terms of payment to your customer or vendor master data. Or while posting the invoice, I have to update. Okay, two ways. One via master data, I can update. Second, via posting the invoice. Okay, for example, in the master data, I have given a terms of payment, let's say 001. But for one specific invoice, discount rule is different. Then I can overwrite it while creating the invoice without changing the master data. If I update in the master data, whatever the invoice I create, that terms of payment, that discount rule will be default for all the invoice. But system allows you to overwrite it at your invoice or line item level.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is the overview. Now let's see the configuration. First, define terms of payment. While define the terms of payment, first thing I'll make sure whether this is used for customer or vendor or for both. If it's for customer, I select customer, deselect vendor. If it is for vendor, I will deselect customer, keep vendor. If it's for both, I'll select both customer and vendor. Next, baseline date. The date from which the discount should calculate.
Okay.
Okay, so it can be posting date, document date, or entry date. Anything. Most commonly, we use posting date.
Okay.
The date the transaction is recorded. Next, the percentage of discount. Okay, let's say I'll give 8% discount if the payment is made first 5 days. I'll give 4% of discount if the payment is made between 6th day to 15 days. Then total due. That means total credit period I'll give 30. I'm giving this is just example, Vanessa.
Yeah.
I can give any percentage on this. Okay. So for example, first 5 days I'm giving 8%, and after that if I give 10 days, system will not allow. Always number of days increases, discount must decrease.
Okay.
It is mandatory. Okay.
Okay.
Any question here? And total due. After 15 days, no discount.
Okay.
Okay. After 15 days, no discount, but total credit time is given 30 days. After 30 days, if it doesn't make the payment, it will be a default payment.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
First, we define the terms of payment, then assign the terms of payment to customer master data. Then create GL account, customer discount, that is your expense. Then assign automatic posting. That means whenever I'm making a payment and if terms of payment is applicable, the discount amount will be updated to your customer discount account automatically. You need not to maintain it manually while entering the transaction every time. Then I'll create an invoice, make the payment, and I'll view the customer discount account in APL.
LBL 5 or 3M.
3N for the GL, 5N for customer.
Yeah.
Customer discount is my GL account. So, as
Okay.
per the transaction, it should update the customer discount account.
Okay.
Any question here?
No. So this customer discount will be done as a separate posting. It will not be in one of the say invoice creation. It will not be done.
In FDAS,
Yeah.
no, FDAS 28, when I make the payment, automatically it will get updated.
Okay.
When I do the payment,
Yeah.
the customer discount account will be updated automatically. I need not to do manually again.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It is saying that F-22 is invoice, and then when I make the payment, automatically if I go to 3N, that discount GL account will get
Will be
the
updated.
discount. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Absolutely correct.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, for discount again, I need not to make it again.
Okay.
So let's do that first. Create the
Okay.
/n OBD. Go to new entries, terms of payment. I'll give the same as my company code identification. You can give any other.
Yeah.
Account type, so I'm using it for your customer. Default baseline date, posting date, document date, entry date, I will make it 2. So 4%, 8% discount first 5 days. 4% discount within, let's say, 15 days. So within 6 to 15 days, if you make the payment, you get 5%. After 15, no discount, total due is 30. After 30 days, it doesn't make the payment, that means it is due. Now, save. Now this terms of payment, I'll assign to my customer master data, FD02, edit, go to the customer, in the company code data, okay. Normally you will get this field, okay, general data. Then you have to click on the company code data, payment transaction, and the now I'll create a GL account, FS00, customer discount. Now this GL account I will assign for automatic account assignment. That means whenever I am making a payment, system will automatically determine the GL account. OBXI. The T code is OBXI. Type your chart of account and continue. Customer discount expenses. Okay? Because it is a loss for me.
Yeah.
Then click on save. Type your customer discount. Now, I was telling you now that some of the, like in the golden client, we never create GL account.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Master data. But this GL account is required to be created in your golden client.
Okay.
Why? Because I am including in the configuration, account assignment. If this GL account does not exist, I cannot assign it. For example, let's say 3 GL account is not there. The system will not allow to create it. It will throw a warning message. So we have to create the GL account which is there in your account assignment, then transport that GL account.
Okay.
Now configurations are done. Next is your invoice creation. So I have given the custom terms of discount in my customer master data. So by default, in the line item, it will appear within 5 days, 8%, within 15 days, 4%, 30 days. Okay. If I don't want to give the discount, remove it. If I want to give some other terms of payment, some other discount rule, update it. System will allow it.
Okay.
But the master data remain the same. It will not change.
Because it's at the client level, payment level.
No, I have seen
Assigned it to the customer.
level. Customer I have updated already.
Yeah.
Now let's say 10,000, 10 50 and the credit sales. Slash n at 28. So 8% discount. So I need to pay. I will receive only 9,800. So 800 will update to my customer discount transaction.
Okay.
Okay. So this 25,000 I'm not making a payment. 10,000, 8% discount, that is 800. So earlier transaction, I'm not making any payment.
Okay.
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 Now
It automatically comes because it is assigned to that custom that account.
customer
Okay. Okay. Okay.
transaction, customer account. Display, see, customer discount account got 8.
Okay.
When you view the GL account also, N 800. 2 all zeros 4. 2 all 0 4. So I did not give, while doing posting to F-28, I did not give the customer discount account based upon the account assignment.
Yeah.
System 68 automatically. Any queries here?
No. No.
Now
So
your
it is
customer
put
master
into
data.
debit only. 800 comes into debit.
Yes, correct. It is debit, right? It is
No.
the expense. Debit all
Yeah.
expenses
Yeah. Correct.
and losses.
Correct.
So it's a real account.
Okay.
Sorry,
No.
nominal account.
Nominal. Okay.
Now, the customer master data or terms of payment, most of the time we do not create one by one, always via LSMW or BDC with the help of a technical consultant. Because there will be lots of customer, I cannot go each time create. There will be lots of terms of payment, I cannot create. So it will be via your LSMW only.
Okay.
Okay. Done. Let's look. So that planning is very, very important topic in your accounts receivable. Have you heard of Dunning earlier?
Planning is correspondence, I think, to the customer.
Correct. Done means nothing but sending
Okay.
reminder notices to customer who has not made the payment.
Yeah.
Pretty simple, not at all difficult process. Only 2 steps of configuration. Define Dunning procedure where there are lot many things to update. I'll explain that. Assign the Dunning procedure to customer master data. Then I'll create an invoice with old date because it should be due.
Overdue.
Okay, because it should be default. Then run Dunning. Then system will create notice, a Dunning notice. Okay,
Yeah.
now define Dunning procedure. There are few things to understand. First, your Dunning level. That means how many notices I can send.
Okay.
Minimum is 1, maximum is 9. I can send 9 notices.
Okay.
Most of the company I've seen using 2 or 3. After that, legal notice.
Okay.
They will send 1, 2 or 3 notice, reminder notice. After that, it will be your legal procedure.
Okay.
Okay. Now, for example, I created an invoice 01/04/2014, and I have given a 30 days of credit period.
Mm.
So definitely till 30 days, I will not send any dunning notice. Correct? Because I
Yeah.
have given those many days of credit limit, credit period. Then after the credit period, first how many more days I should wait to send first dunning notice?
Mm.
That is your areas. Let's say I'll give 1 day. I can give any days. I'm just giving one example.
Mm.
Then again I can give the grace period. After waiting for 1 day, let's say I may wait for 1 more day.
Mm.
So first I have to give the dunning level, then dunning area, dunning grace period. Then if I'm having multiple dunning levels, let's say I'm having 4 dunning levels.
Mm.
Okay. So what should be the interval between one dunning notice to another? That also I have to mention.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next is minimum amount. What should be the minimum amount due? For example, if with a customer I'm dealing with millions, have a due of 1 rupee. So definitely I cannot send him a dunning notice.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So what should be the minimum amount for due? Then dunning charges. It can be fixed amount or percentage on total due. Percentage on total due, we hardly use.
Okay.
Most of the time, it will be fixed amount. But again, it depends. System SAP allows you. Okay. Then the dunning notice format. What should be the format of your dunning notice? Okay. So here I am going to use the standard one provided by SAP. But with the help of a developer, I can define my own format. I can define my own form where I can attach my company logo, everything, then I can get that. But as of now, I'm going to use the standard
Standard.
dunning notice format. After that, assign the dunning procedure to customer master data. I'll create a invoice with old date, then run the dunning, and I'll create the dunning notice.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any question?
No.
Okay. So our dunning procedure, in the dunning procedure, dunning level, areas, grace, interval, minimum amount, dunning charge, dunning notice format. These are important points to remember.
Mm.
So we can copy from the standard one, but we'll create our own. Okay, we'll not copy, we'll create our own. There are different options are there. Standard Okay, you can copy that also, but I normally prefer to keep it.
Yeah.
Go to new entries. I'm giving the same identification as your company code, but I can give different. Okay, so that you can remember easily. Description, procedure for previous. Dunning interval in days. That means between two dunning notices, what should be the gap? I give
Yeah. Okay.
number of dunning levels.
Okay.
Then minimum areas. What should be the minimum days? I say I'll wait for 1 day and 1 grace period. Okay. Okay. We have not done the customer interest calculation. Okay. So I'm going to use the standard one, but later I'll explain you how to define our own customer interest indicator.
Okay.
Okay. So as of now, I'm taking the standard one, 0, 1. Then select standard transaction, done. Then click on dunning levels. You get a message because I'm not copying it. The difference dunning procedure has a 0. So because I'm not copying it.
Okay.
Enter. Now days in area. See, we have 4 levels I have given. So first notice,
One.
then after 5 days, the second,
Okay.
after 5 days the third, after 5 days the
Okay.
day. Select always done in legal dunning procedure. Click on charges. Then the current. So dunning level 1, let's say minimum amount is 500 and due is dunning charges is let's say 50. I can give any amount or I can give the percentage. Then again click on the minimum amount, type your currency, enter minimum amount. What should be the minimum amount? Then click on dunning text, type your company code. Dunning can be used both for customer or vendor. So vendor where we have a debit memo where vendor has to return the money. I can send a reminder, but rarely people use. But SAP system has a given a process.
You get 2 times 500, I think. No? Minimum. Earlier also you get 500.
Minimum amount that is for percentage. For the minimum charges, what should the charges?
Okay.
This is for due. What should be the due? Okay, that means, for example, if it is more than 500, then only I'll put the dunning charge.
Yeah. Okay.
First rule. Second rule, if it is more than 500, then only I'll send the dunning notice.
Okay. One is for the charge and for the notice.
For
Okay.
1 second.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now go to new company code. Type your company code. Select dunning by dunning area. Whatever the rules I have defined based upon that it should done, and separate notice for dunning level. So I have 4 levels. That means I have to give 4 formats. Or if I do not select the same format only, I can use it. Okay. Now again click on dunning text. Type your company code. Now I have 4 levels, 4 dunning format. This is your standard dunning format. F150 underscore due. But as I said, we can define our own procedure form also with the help of above. 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, Then here you will not have the option to save. Go one step back. Then now I'll assign this to my customer master data. SB02 in the company code data, correspondence in the okay. Now I'll create an invoice with a old date. For the same customer, the posting date and document date, I'll give the old date.
Okay.
Okay, the posting date is adjusted and it should be more than 500.
Yeah.
15 minus 3. Okay, now I'll create a running format. F150 is the run on date, today's date, identification, any identification you can give. I'll give BSDO and 1, but we can give any identification which you can remember. Most of the time what we do, last 3 digits of your company code, the character of the company code, then DU and DU1, DN1. Okay. Now the status, no parameters, go to parameters, dunning date, that is today's date, document posted up to today's date, company code, and for the customer for the junction. If I have multiple customer, I can give the multiple customer also, but we have to assign the dunning procedure to the all the customers. Then go to additional log, I can give the customer. And now the status, parameters were maintained.
Yeah.
Okay. Now click on individual dunning notice. Output device, that is your printer. The default printer is like for this idea server is LOCL, and type your company code, select print preview. I'm not doing the printout because my system is not attached to any printer. I'll click on.
Okay. Go.
Company, device, company account number. Yes, sir, madam. That will be payment of 70,000 and the dunning charges.
Okay.
This one will be
70,000 is the invoice and 50 are the dunning charges. Okay.
So I can save it, but I do not have access. Now, sending this dunning procedure, most of the companies follow two. Some companies, what they do, they download it and give it to their dispatch department. They will courier it, or they will send via mail. Okay, the person who execute the F150, he will download and give it to the other department, your mail communication department. They will courier it or they will send it via mail. Second option is, which we have done for my recent one customer, we can do an enhancement and we can send it the mail ID maintained in your customer master data, mail ID or fax.
Yeah. Okay, that's an enhancement.
Then we have to do an enhancement. When I do F150, by default, system will send it to the fax number or your internet.
So that can be also scheduled in a job, isn't it? So rather than manually.
Yes. Okay. We can normally we do schedule, okay, but the challenge, we do not suggest for scheduling F150 because most of them have seen some customers they don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Okay, scheduling is fine, just a reminder. But what happens when I'm scheduling? I have to give a range of customer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it will go to all the customer. So some customers they might have called, there might be new terms and conditions. So some companies they do. It's not that they do not do. They do the reminder, then they say that it's just a reminder notice, ignore it.
Okay.
Okay. But some companies what they do specifically, they will see which are the customer are due, then they will make the then
Okay.
notice for the customer. Okay. Any question here?
No, clear.
Fine. We'll keep it up to here then.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
So we
uh,
practice all these topics.
Down payment, I think, not down payment.
We'll do it today. You're fine?
Down, yeah, yeah, I'm fine. I think because this is the
Okay.
second time, it is, I'm getting to know things, so it's okay.
Okay. Down payment. Pretty simple concept. Midnight. Now, first, down payment to customer comes under special GL indicator.
Yes.
Why? Because we have two
Proof of
reconciliation
invoice.
accounts.
Okay.
Two reconciliation accounts. Till now, we dealt with only one account receivable reconciliation account. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
But here we have two recon accounts and special GL indicator is used to link these two recon accounts.
Okay.
To link the two reconciliation account, we have to use the special GL indicator. Without special GL indicator, the reconciliation account will not be updated. Now, in general process, what happens? Okay, not SAP, in regular process. Let's say I went to a shop, okay, I saw a particular product, okay, and he said there is a no stock, okay, and I said, okay, I'll give you an advance. So I give an advance of 3,000. Okay, then the actual cost of the product is, let's say, 20,000. On the date of delivery, so the payment will be made after deducting 3,000 from your 20,000. This
So,
discounting or deducting part is also be done in your SAP. We call it transfer of special GL to normal GL. If I do not do transfer of special GL to normal GL, then the discount amount, whatever the advance amount will not be deducted from your total invoice. So it is mandatory that we must
okay.
do the transfer of special GL to normal GL.
How is this different from credit memo? Because here also they will have to reduce that whatever is on credit, isn't it?
So credit memo, so what happens there, we do not receive any advance, correct?
Yeah. It's
That is based upon the incoming payment. Here we specifically receive money for the advance.
okay. There also we already have the money.
But that is not advance, right? That is, I need to return it.
It's already there and I have to return. Okay, this has to, this
Correct.
is coming. Okay, okay, okay.
Correct. So that is not but advance. That is something which
I
I'm
have to
supposed to
return.
return. Yeah, I'm not returning it here. Specifically, they are giving it for the advance purpose.
Okay.
Okay. Now, once I receive an advance, so customer advance
Mm.
is my liability. Why? Because I have
After.
taken the advance, I am liable to deliver him the goods.
Yeah.
I have taken the advance and I'm liable to deliver him the
And credit memo will become a liability.
credit memo, also a kind of liability,
Yeah. Okay.
because
But
I
yeah,
need to
take this.
adjust it.
Adjust.
That is also kind of liability only.
Yeah.
Okay, so customer advance is my specifically a liability. Okay, so configuration wise, pretty simple. First, create customer advance, and it is under liability recon account.
Mm.
Okay,
Liability.
reconciliation account. So I have account receivable, one recon account, customer advance, two recon account.
Mm. Yeah.
Correct? One I
Special.
have account receivable, that is already okay, is my reconciliation account. Now customer advance. So now to link these two accounts, I will use a special GL indicator. That is A. For advance, it is A.
This
So create
liability
the
because
customer advance
this
GL
li-
account
sorry.
here.
This liability recon account will become the special
This,
GL indicator. A. Okay.
no,
Huh?
that is a recon account. There is a special GL indicator, that is A.
Yeah. It's just
So
an
using special gear indicator A,
we link
I
it.
will link
Uh-huh.
these two accounts.
Okay, okay. Yeah, fine, fine.
Okay, special gear indicator A will be used, that is already defined by standard SAP. So
Yeah.
using that A indicator, I will link these two reconciliation accounts.
Okay.
Okay, always remember special gear indicator is used
Link it.
to link two reconciliation account. In the case of advance for customer advance, receipt, account receivable, these two are my reconciliation account, and both will be linked via special GL indicator A.
Okay.
Then link your customer and customer advance and your account. Then after that, I'll make entry, post entry for advance receipt. Okay. After the advance receipt, view the FBL3, FBL5 and reports. Okay. You have to select special transaction.
Yeah. Special GL.
Then only you can view that advance transaction. Otherwise, you cannot.
Correct.
Then I'll create an invoice. Then transfer of special GL to normal GL.
Kashi, if I remember of what they were doing something called as noted items. She create. She, what was told to us was there is no invoice as such for which we're making down payment. So there will be some noted
Mhm.
items, and then we are clearing it against. I don't know if I'm right.
That is also one process.
Okay.
Okay, that is also another process. Okay,
Okay.
for your SD module. This is more used for your FI.
Okay. Probably after this you
Noted
can
item, please
tell
see.
me that. You tell.
Yeah, let's do that then. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'll transfer the special GL to normal GL. So what I'm doing from the total invoice, I'm deducting the advance money. Okay. If I do not do this, then total incoming payment, it will show 20,000, not 70,000.
Hmm.
Okay. Then for rest of the 17,000, I'll make the incoming payment, and the transaction will be all clear. Okay. I don't remember the T code, so let me see.
I have F-22. F-29.
So first, yeah, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, first I'll create the GL account. Liability. Customer advance. Okay, and recon account type will be customer and 067. Always recon account field status group will be G0. Then I'll link this customer with my account
Accounts receivable.
receivable.
Okay.
The key code is OBXR. The special gear indicator is A. Down payment. Type your chart of account. The recon account receivable, your country debtor, and the customer advance receipt. Done. Configurations are done.
Okay.
Now I will open up the report so that we can view the transaction clearly. GL account, customer discount, and the recon account. Okay. Then customer line item. Let's say I'll use the next customer. So what? There are no posting at all. Okay. Now first is your advance receipt. I'll receive the advance. F-29. Select the customer account from whom I am receiving the advance. Special GL indicator is A, that is for advance, my bank account, and the amount. Okay, and type the amount and document over. The bank account is debited because I'm receiving the advance. The Wrangler account, that is my customer account, is credited 19A. Customer line item So it says no transaction because I have not selected special GL transaction.
Yeah.
If I select only, then in the GL account, okay, in the customer advance, there is a transaction. No posting to account receivable at all.
Yeah.
Only customer advance is. Now I will create the invoice. Create the invoice. Let's say for 13,000. 50. Let's say. Now refresh. Customer line item 13,000 at advance of 2,000. Okay. GL account. Okay. So 13,000 is posted to account receivable. No impact to your customer advance.
Correct.
Now I'll transfer the special GL to normal GL. Address 39. Document date, posting date, the customer, the second
35.
customer.
35.
Now the invoice document system automatically picks because just now I created. If it doesn't, then you have to give that invoice. Okay. So just now I created, that's why by default it's created. If you want to apply to some other invoice, change it here.
So when you say clear,
Then,
it will show the balance. 20,000 minus
no,
2,000 minus 13
yes,
minus 2. Okay.
it's 2,000. Click on process down payment. Double click on the transfer posting and save. And now GL account customer advance is cleared completely.
What is that? Customer account is gone.
Gone. Because I reverse the liability.
The
I
special.
transfer the special GL to normal GL. And this 2,000 will be updated in your
GL
account
account.
receivable.
Accounts receivable. Where is it? So,
Now I'll make the payment of
should
rest.
have been. Okay, that moved there.
Yes,
Okay, okay, okay.
yes, it is moved. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now for the rest incoming payment. So 13,000 minus 2,000, so balance is 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Kashi one. We had used some T code called F-32 which says clear 3D party, customer invoice, payments and down payments. What is that? F-32.
That is also one of the T code
Instead of
to clear.
instead of which one? F-39.
F-28. 28. Clear customer.
Okay. Instead
So
of F-28, we can use F-32
yes,
also. But
32.
this,
Here we can
tell me.
give more details. Okay.
Okay.
See.
Okay. But this F-39 was not done. That would have been automatic, is it?
Address 39 has to be done. I
Has
did
to-
it right now, no?
Yeah, you did it, but I
Special.
think they
Uh,
did not do that. So that is wrong, is it?
no, see, a special GL transaction, it has to be transferred.
Yeah, no, I
Without
get that.
transferring the,
Yeah, I
yeah,
get that from what you told me, but I think they hadn't done it. So that has.
I'm not sure what process they are using that.
Okay, okay,
Okay, but it has to be done.
okay. Fine, fine, fine.
If
Okay.
you do not transfer the special GL to normal GL, then system
Will not know that there was a down payment.
will not allow the amount, whatever the amount you have transferred, that will not be transferred.
And it will not get even cleared because the amount difference
Yes.
would have been.
Okay, you can give the normal access. Okay. But I'm not given the amount. Amount was 11,000.
Okay.
Right?
Process open items.
Hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, 11,000 to 11,000. Yeah.
I think we did not give any none. I think that is like none. No, none. Process open item.
No, none if then it will not come amount.
Okay.
No, sorry. You have to do clear customer process. Actually, okay, I got it. Why they have not done the what is called
Because they
address
gave
39? They are
they gave
clearing directly.
GL they gave there, is it?
Yes, they are
Uh,
clearing directly. But I don't know why there might be some their custom process. We do not suggest that.
okay. So instead of doing
Okay,
F-39, in F-32 they gave the GL indicator A
correct.
there.
GL indicator. So here they cleared it with
Oh,
the zero balance.
okay, okay.
It is not allowed. Okay. But
Okay.
we do not suggest that process. We always say that use. There might be some other reason. I'm sure they have done it means there will be some logic behind that. But
Okay.
we always do address 39, address. Address 32 is more used to clear if there is an open item and it is, let's say, uh, okay, let me finish then I'll tell you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This one,
Yeah,
okay, then
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
tell you how we use.
Okay.
Okay, so 11,000. Okay, now, so it is clear. Now, let's say I'll post one entry. Yes. Okay. Let's say there is 70,000. This invoice is there. Okay. Now I did a partial payment. Okay.
Partial payment.
Then, yeah, again I did. Okay. So again I did a partial payment. Okay. Now, even though, see, forget about this 25,000. Okay. Let's say this 25,000 is not there.
Oh,
Okay. Let me
invoice.
clear that one also.
Invoice.
Let
Okay.
me clear that one also. Okay. So first, what is it did? I did a 70,000 of invoice. I did 30,000, 40,000
Partial.
payment.
Yeah.
But my invoice is amount is zero,
Correct.
correct?
Yeah.
But it's still showing open item.
Yeah.
That time we do F-30. Okay. Now if you see, everything will be clear. Got it now?
No, why was that?
Okay. See, first I'll post one more entry.
No, I got that. We did 70,000 invoice. I did two partial payments.
Correct. So
Yeah.
all items were not open, cleared, even though my balance is zero.
Why? Why?
That's because I did two partial payments. Second payment should be done my full payment.
Okay, if the payment was done as 70,000 complete, then it would have got cleared.
Cleared.
Okay, didn't know
See,
what to
but
cancel it with. Okay,
no, no.
I
That's not.
understand.
Okay. So first, what I did, total invoice
70.
is 70. First partial payment
30.
is 30. So when I'm making the 40,000 payment, it should not be partial. It should be standard.
Full.
Okay, full. But what I did partial only. That's why system did not clear all the line item.
Yeah, you don't select anything as partial, only a part of it you cleared, isn't it? There's nothing to
Yes.
choose as partial or standard.
No, it's
Yeah.
there. No, it is there. That's the thing we did it.
Oh,
See,
you went in that second tab.
partial option. So system did not clear all the line items.
If you can show me
Even
again.
though balance is zero.
Yeah, if you can show me again. So sorry.
I'll create one more invoice.
22.
Okay. I'll take separate amount so that
Yeah, yeah.
will not be there. Okay. Let's I'm taking 80,000. I'm not giving any discount. Okay. Now how much is there? 80,000.
80,000.
Now incoming payment, first I did, let's say 30,000. Partial payment.
Uh-huh. Okay, I can see that.
So
Okay.
there is now the second payment should be done standard payment with 50,000.
Hmm.
Correct?
Yeah.
If I do that, all the line items will be red to green. It means clear.
Okay.
But I did again the partial payment only.
Mm-hmm.
Again I did
Hmm.
partial payment only.
Hmm.
So there is nothing due. Correct?
Yeah.
With the customer now. But still it is showing my open item.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'll do the F-32 and clear. Enter. So all are zeros, everything is fine. Save. Now it will be cleared.
Okay. Okay.
So definitely you have missed some point. They might not have used F-32. They might have done something else before that.
They used to do through residual items.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the same,
Huh?
partial or residual.
Yeah.
So if they do a residual portion, the functionality is the same. Only the documents will be generated. To clear all these things, they did it F-32, not for your down payment.
Okay. Okay. Fine. I have to see that also.
Okay. For the down payment, I'm sure they have to do F-39. Without that F-32 using, I don't think so they can transport the special to normal ship.
Okay. I'll probably ask her the question.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
please
Yeah.
check with her. Or
Yes.
it might be some other process, just clarify.
Yeah. Yeah. How
But
it works.
standard SAP, F-39 is mandatory to clear your advance,
To transfer it from special to the normal
normal GL.
account receivable, and then we make the payment.
Regular payment,
Yeah.
incoming payment.
Okay. I got that. Yeah. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Thank you, Kashi. I think
No
that
worries.
covers accounts receivable, isn't it?
Uh,
No?
account receivable, actually in my course content, I have one more topic.
Oh, what is that?
That is your interest calculation.
Interesting. Is that small, or are you tired? Because for me it's
No,
okay.
I'm tired, very tired.
Yeah, I
I will
understand.
do it tomorrow, okay?
Okay,
And
no worries.
what before that, what we have to do actually before that we have to do the GL interest calculation, that is bank deposit, bank loan. Then
Ah,
we have to do this. Otherwise, customer will be little difficult.
okay, okay. Yeah.
So we have to do the GL, then
Okay.
item
A
interest.
long, lot of things. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a lot of things.
No worries,
It's
Kashi.
very
I'm just asking you because
and
I'm
the
too
yeah.
eager to
Now
understand.
this another problem is
Huh.
there is a problem in the server. I'm
Oh,
checking with Murli because someone has deleted all the transaction.
oh. Okay, okay, okay. The standard ones itself.
See? Yes. All the posting specification they deleted.
Oh,
It's not
that's the
working.
problem. Oh,
It has to be, I don't know what Murli will do.
okay.
So I'll try to copy. I tried actually copied from another thing, but it didn't work.
Oh, okay, okay. No worries,
Someone
Kashi.
has
Yeah.
deleted it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Fine, no worries. We'll meet tomorrow. If it is fixed, we will do this one.
Yeah.
Okay? Otherwise, we'll start with the accounts bit.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Okay?